Hey love, so I decided to go ahead and do my foundation routine. I haven't really been wearing a lot of foundation all summer, but when I do, this is basically the routine that I do. Let me grab my foundation. I either use my MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NW43, which looks like this, or I use my NARS Sheer Glow, which is in Macau, which looks like this. Just for the tutorial, I'm going to use the MAC one since it's less expensive. And I start off with a primer, and I just grabbed one of the mini primers that I have, and this is the Mineral Primer by Youngblood. And I just pump it onto the back of my hand, and I just use my fingers to dot it all over. If you're wondering about this eyeshadow look, I did a tutorial, and I'll post it Wednesday. So watch for that video. But yeah, I just buff in the primer. I already washed and moisturized my face. And I believe it's a silicone based primer. It's really, really smooth, kind of like the Smashbox Photo Ready. And then I just take the foundation and pump it onto the back of my hand. And I take my Sigma F82 Round Top Kabuki, and I just kind of just like pat it into the foundation on my hand, and I just start on the outside edges of my face and work in. And I like to start with a kind of somewhat of a lighter foundation because I like to contour my face, so it's going to darken up the outside anyway. And I don't use like a whole bunch, especially during the summer. And lately I've just been putting it over my lips. And bring it down my neck. And I just kind of take it off of my lip ring because sometimes it gets on there. And I just stuff it around my nose. Like so. I don't worry too much about under my eyes because I'm going to use my concealer from Sheer Cosmetics that I have a review on. So that's the foundation. That's what it looks like. And then I take an Urban Decay just a shadow brush, and my Sheer Cover concealer, and this is I use the lighter one underneath my eyes, the same as that's underneath my brow. And I just take it on the brush and I pat it where my under eye circles are, and then I'll blend it out in a second. And I just kind of put it in the basically inside of where the shadow is, and then I actually like to bring it up, and then I blend it out, and then I bring it up, but I put the majority of where the shadow is, and I just pat it with the brush lightly, like so, and then I'll sweep it up a little bit like that, and I'm just going to pat it with my finger and blend it in. Like that. I'm not sure, well, I'm sure, but like that. And just blend it out. Sorry if like my face kind of like reflects. I'm trying to like see the camera and do this at the same time, so sorry about that. But then next I'll take my e.l.f. High Definition powder, or HD powder, and it has a little powder puff in it. And I'll only use this on like my T-zone and my underneath my eyes, so I'm actually going to put a lot underneath my eyes, like that, just to set the concealer. And normally I do my foundation first, so this would stop any fallout. So just shake some out. And I just pat it on because I'm going to brush off the excess. I know it's going to look crazy for a second, so yeah. So I do that, and then I wait a little bit, and since I'm just doing a tutorial and showing you guys how, I'm just going to brush it off now. because I don't really need it to be super set. And then that's what it looks like. And then after that, I usually do my contour. And I either use my Warm Light Definitive powder from MAC, which was limited edition from the D Squared collection, or I use Blunt, which is a blush from MAC, and mine got kind of messed up, but it's right here in this palette. And I'm going to go ahead and use my Blunt blush, and then I use a tapered highlighter brush. This one's from Sigma. I also have a 165 from MAC that I use. So I just take the brush, dip it in the powder, tap it off, and basically I go where my natural contour would be. I already have a line there, so I just emphasize it a little bit more, and I second my cheeks. And I actually go in circular motion, so I can buff at the same time instead of some people just go straight down and then they buff. But I find if I go in little tiny circular motions, then I buff it out at the same time. And I kind of do my bronzing in a my contouring in a bronzing fashion. So I do like the little E, but I don't bring it up to my temple, and then I bring it down my jaw. Like so, and repeat on the other side. Down my, like so. And then last, before I do my blush, I do a highlight, and sometimes I do a cream highlight and sometimes I do a powder highlight. It's just how I'm feeling that day. But I just went ahead and grabbed my female Rich Metal highlighter, just like this. It's like a pinky undertoned highlighter, and I just dab it on the tops of my cheekbones. And I usually look in my mirror because I can see the light reflecting, so I know exactly where it's gonna be at, like that. And I never bring it past the outside corner of my eye, because I don't want the color to actually bring down my face instead of lifting the cheekbones. So then I just tap it on and I blend it out with my finger, blend it up and down, like kind of back and forth like that. And then I repeat on the same side. Like that. And that is my foundation routine. Sometimes if I'm a little dark around the mouth, I'll put some concealer there. But normally I kind of just leave that alone. Lately I've been spraying my face with the Skindinavia makeup setting spray, and basically it does what your skin's naturally going to do, which is kind of like make it become a little bit more dewy because you're going to, you know, sweat and stuff like that. But it also helps it stay on a lot longer, so I just like that, and it kind of, it'll dry and basically it just sets the makeup like that. And then it kind of gives like a more natural finish instead of it looking like kind of cakey or anything like that, because well, everybody's face is going to work differently with their makeup. But it kind of helps me from getting like really dry, because I work where there's air conditioning and that tends to dry out my skin a lot, so it keeps me from getting a little bit cakey and stuff like that. So thanks for watching this video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.